so strange.
Oh, Scott,
Yeah.
he's saying no sound right now.
Yeah.
He's saying no
How
sound.
about that? I hear something going on.
Oh, that was on Twitch.
Yeah, that must be, we must have sound now because I hear something.
That's a good point. He's smart.
We're gonna have a little bit of a delay. But let us know if you could hear us.
I guess this works on a phone here.
Yeah, the phone looks great.
Good.
Yeah. I like your shirt.
Oh, I know. I got my new shirt. Yeah, it's so soft. You know, we have a standard here.
Yes. Okay, I may or may not wear my nudist shirts all the time because they are very comfortable to wear.
It's super comfy. Yeah. Tosh pointed that out to me with shirts. You know, she's like, I like it when it's soft. I was like, oh, I never even thought about that. Now I can't. I only buy the soft ones. Although if you had a scratchy nudist shirt, I would also wear a scratchy nudist shirt. Just saying. So.
I definitely want to get a Hazel shirt.
Yeah, they are also soft.
Yeah. I really want one too, but
I will. Yeah.
Need that extra small.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Yes. And the artwork is cool on that. So yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So
well, thanks, everyone.
Just wanted to, thank you so much for your patience. And hello. It's funny. I'm kind of curious what the lip read must have looked like with no sound. I suppose that after we finish with the video, we could do little captions of like things we might have said.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes, it was all on meow. Meow,
meow, meow. Voiceover. A meowy voiceover.
A meowy voiceover, yes.
It's perfect.
What saith the meow?
What saith the meow? What's meow now?
What's meow now?
Yes. Meow.
What's meow meow?
This is why I love you guys.
Me too. I miss you guys.
Oh, we miss you too.
Yeah, so far away.
I know. We need instant transport.
Yes,
for sure. For sure.
I do appreciate that we have, Zoom and FaceTime because it's the next best thing, but still, definitely.
And it does help. It does help.
Yes. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about this recently that it's interesting, like during the pandemic, I met some people over Zoom, and it was a while before we actually met for the first time in person. But then when we met in person, it felt the same because it was just like,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I can see that. It definitely can fill that void, even though physical is always better. Like to breathe the same air. Something about that.
Oh, I'm seeing a question from Marv. I'm sorry if I say this incorrectly. Marvlight15. If we accept fan art, and absolutely, and with much gratitude, please send our way. We would love to see that. You can send it on any of the platforms, so please feel free to send it our way. Seeing some very sweet people from Minneapolis. Oh, I see a Minneapolis, Minnesota. And hello, Liberty. We love you too. It's so good to see y'all. Yes. How is everyone doing on this lovely Sunday?
Doing very good.
I'm good. I'm still messing around with this overlay on Instagram, so it's been a wild journey. So just anyone who's over there right now, it's like insane.
Instagram is so crazy when it comes to live stream.
Yeah, I'm literally just like doing the overlay right now. That's awesome.
I'm sure you're doing a much better job than I could on that.
That's fun.
Yeah, they don't play nice. I don't know why. They haven't figured out how to make that easy on anybody yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's cool is OBS, there's now a plugin where you can multi-stream to vertical streaming as well as horizontal, but you have to do basically 2 different layouts. And
great.
It's interesting. It's actually been working. So.
Oh my gosh, that's
cool.
I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Yeah. Maybe I need to update. Oh my gosh, it must be a full moon. No, what is today? Is it a full moon?
No.
All right, we're
You
back
can't blame
on.
the
We're back
Can't
on.
blame the moon.
can't blame the moon.
Okay, we're back on. There we go. Okay, we're back.
Yay. Nuda is getting props on your amazing look.
Oh, thank
Loving
you.
the purple.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I got a fresh haircut and I dyed it purple this morning.
It looks great.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out, like, for an upcoming show, should I dye it back to red to keep it purple?
Ooh. The fact that you
I
can
like
change it at all is awesome. If I put
I feel
any
like-
color, it would just soak right in and it would never leave.
Yeah,
So,
I am fortunate. I cut
yeah,
out
it's
some
really
and I dyed it.
cool. Yeah, so cool.
I feel like we're definitely getting some purple in our
Yeah.
whole thing. Like you just sort of sensed it because I think we were talking about introducing a little bit more extra color into our scheme.
Nice.
I like it.
Well, we're getting a question from Liberty Morris when we'll be close to Sedona. Actually, we're going to be in Phoenix. I'm not sure if that's drivable for you, but we'll be in Phoenix on October 10th on our upcoming fall tour. So hopefully we would love to see you there if you are up for a little bit of a road trip.
Yeah.
Yes. And also we're being asked if we're going to be playing anywhere near Baltimore. Not on this particular upcoming tour, but we will absolutely be there. We love playing in the area, so definitely on the bucket list. And we'll
Mhm.
keep y'all posted. The fall tour is going to be a lot of like southeast states, but that's all starting to come together. So we're playing Absolution Fest in Tampa, I believe on October 2nd, which is a Thursday, and then we're doing our New Orleans weekend like right after that. And we have some dates coming up in Texas, which is going to be awesome. We haven't actually played Texas in a couple of years, which is strange. That's normally where we play quite a bit. So it'll be great to come back to Texas. So yes.
Yeah, we did Texas like for a few days. I don't remember what tour that was. What tour was that?
It was a was that? Oh, it was we played in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I like
San
that.
Antonio.
That was a good show.
That was a great
Yeah.
show.
Elysium.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that place is
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
I like that
Yes.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Industrial Girl 28. Yes, we will be playing LA this fall.
Yes. LA is
Very,
going to
very
be
excited.
we're going to
Yeah.
be doing our hometown, sort of hometown. It's like hometown-ish for some of us.
Yeah.
Yes. But we haven't played LA in a while. And that'll be our album release show Saturday, October 11th. So for those of y'all that are close by, it would be awesome to see you. We're planning something really special for that particular show. So we'll start sharing out details as we start firming things up, but we're actually getting ready to start I guess all the planning for that. And that's really exciting. Normally we would do our LA show first. And just the way things worked out, we had a question about how we plan our cities on our tours. So usually, like actually for the past year or two, a lot of times what happens is that we get asked to play a festival. And well, being an indie band, we don't have quite the budget to fly all 6 of us out there. And so I will plan a tour to get us there and back. And it helps to offset the cost of getting us there. It's always amazing to play a festival, but generally speaking, they don't have a budget to fly 6 people in. So we want to play them. We want to be a part of the community.
Yeah.
And our way of doing it is to book a tour. And so I'll look at the map and I'll be like, how much do I want to torture my bandmates with these drives?
Too hard on them, sorry.
Yeah.
Worth it. It's worth it. It really
It is worth it.
Ah,
Yeah.
I love you guys. Yes.
We
I
like
mean,
that
it's
life.
we really do. I mean, we love the snuggles and the giggles in the van for sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's like it's interesting when you're figuring out routing because sometimes there's like areas where there's just no cities at all. It's like nothing but open road. And so it's like, okay, to
Yeah.
get from this city to this city, it takes 11 hours. Probably shouldn't play a show on the same day as like that kind of a drive. So like
Yeah.
the middle part of America is usually pretty like crazy in terms of like how much open road there is. So but I try to squeeze in as many cities as I can in the time that we have, because also scheduling for six pandas is a feat.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's
Yes.
challenging.
Okay,
Yes.
I think we are bringing onesies this time with us, right?
I forgot.
Yes.
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 All right.
Open invitation for onesies on the fall tour. So
Yes. Yes.
Wasn't there
Find
supposed to be
panda onesie now.
like a panda party or something last tour?
Yes, there
Like,
is always room.
what happened with that?
There was well, that needs to happen. So panda / onesie party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dennis is asking if you're too late to get one of the boxes. I actually just got some materials in to make more boxes. So if you would like to get one of the boxes, please feel free. Scott, I think if you don't mind to post the link in the chat where they can get the box. Thank
Yeah, no
you.
problem. They're awesome. We like we're totally out of stock. And it just so happens, yeah, like you said, you have a bunch more materials. So
Not a bunch,
it takes some
but I have
time.
a little bit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does
takes a
take some
little time. Yeah.
Tosh it takes about literally one day to make one box. So
Wow.
definitely be patient, but it's worth it.
Yes.
So
The
I'll get
patience
it.
is very
Yeah, I'll get it back
appreciated.
in stock right now.
Yeah, on the last tour, I was like making them as quickly as I could. And I was like, every time I would set the intention, I was like, I'm going to make 2 boxes today. It always ended up being 1 box. So,
Yeah.
You spend a
Yes.
lot of time on those. So
Yeah.
everyone should
do.
know how much care you put into that.
In
Yeah,
between
it's amazing.
soundcheck and in
Yeah.
between set,
Yeah.
in between putting on makeup, yeah, you're always like getting things all.
She's over there a woodworker now.
I know.
It's like a new career.
She is. She's got like the gloves on.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Like
I just,
full
so I
on
did,
woodworker.
y'all, okay, I did an opera and backstage, I started becoming known as like the box lady. Because like, everybody else was being cool and hanging out, right? And they were wonderful. They were amazing. And I'm just like sitting here, just like standing my box. Hey guys, want to be my friend?
Like,
Like in the corner, just being a box gremlin, standing things
With
away.
my gloves on.
and paint stains.
Yeah. The hood over.
That's how you know where the cool people are, is the paint
Yeah.
stains.
No, I like this. I like this.
Yeah.
I think we should all have like a little paint party.
Yes, yes,
fun.
we need to make messes.
Yes.
Yes.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I love this. Marvlight15 is sending a group hug. Received and very appreciated.
Aw.
Saying your music is such a good stress relief and has gotten me through my worst days. That means a
Aw.
lot. Yeah. That means a lot.
Well,
I'm
we're-
so glad that helps.
We're
That's
really
great.
excited about some of the new music too. So
Ooh, so
that is
excited.
exciting.
So excited.
Yes. Hazel just recorded vocals literally today. Did you do
Yeah.
that today?
Well, yeah, I started writing them
That's
yesterday. I
amazing.
recorded them today. So yeah.
Oh, it's
That's
exciting.
sick.
Yes.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to I can't wait to play it.
Yes.
It's so
We
good.
got
Yes.
So
some
good.
fun parts for you.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, it's definitely my favorite
right.
so far. Don't tell anyone.
All right, here's a box.
I'm
Industrial Girl
seeing-
25 is wondering. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, go ahead.
Industrial
for it.
Girl 25 on Twitch is wondering if she should change to YouTube. And I would say, if you want to, go for it.
Or you can stay on Twitch and I will message you as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have dueling chat boxes on our stream.
Yes.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
I'm just glad I had my phone because my camera's still not working. Poop.
Oh no. On your computer.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, that's
understand.
weird.
It was really
Yeah.
sketchy because yes, I did open Amazon because I was about to look for like a light for back here because I was like, oh, I'm missing a light in the background. If you can see, I just like turn on my little like what if that was an LED light? You know, like a
Mhm.
plug-in. They do
Mhm.
exist. I checked on Amazon.
Mhm.
But as soon as I hit Amazon, my camera started being used by another app and it stopped being used on Zoom. So I'm wondering if
Oh man.
Amazon activated my camera.
Mm.
And that's super sketchy.
Even
Not even
without
putting
you
my
knowing,
tinfoil
it's
hat
like
on right now, but you know. But yeah, that'd be kind of
yeah.
wild. They say they listen.
They always are. You ever notice
Mhm.
when you like search something online or you talk about something and then you start getting ads for it? You're like, oh,
Totally.
how
Oh
did you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It does.
So
The
creepy.
technology exists,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
And I'm not mad about it. I mean, I have Alexa and stuff. I love tech and I mean, we're all gonna be like one big, you know, electric like, you know, group anyway. Everything's out there. So I don't know. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Your information's gonna be there. Like hopefully it's
Yep.
just so flooded that it doesn't, you know, doesn't get
Yeah.
picked up
Get
by
flagged.
anyone. Yeah. It doesn't, yeah.
I'm like, what's Hazel and Nuda looking at? What are all these panda cats? What's going on?
Bird video, bird video, bird video, music video, bird video, bird video, music video. Yeah. Cat video, cat video.
Cat video.
Cat video, cat video.
Nice. Yeah, I just threw out the link for the boxes in YouTube chat, and then I'll throw it in Facebook. I haven't even checked on Facebook. What's up, people? Hello, hello. Oh,
Thanks. Thanks.
sweet.
Oh, Kevin is saying they sorry could not make our Des Moines show. All good, all good. It was really amazing actually. We had a really good time. We played at it was like this coffee shop bookstore, which is like to me like heaven. I'm like coffee and books, yes, please. Um, and friends, it was so wonderful to see so many people that you know knew our music but we performed it acoustically, and also meeting new people. And it was like kind of surreal to introduce people to our music acoustically for the first time. You know, but kind of cool. I'm like, okay, so next time we'll have like the full band when we come back around. So
That's
we will be
awesome.
back. Yes.
Yeah. Des Moines? Des Moines?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, anyone out there, if you have any questions for the band or any of us individually, feel free to ask. We are here to hang out with you on this in this online world of streaming madness. We are here. So we're just excited. We're working on. I think we mentioned some new music. So we'll be sharing like the newest demo of one of our like in progress songs today at tea time. So whoever's going to be there is definitely you'll get to hear it. So very excited. Plus a bunch more music in progress. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming close to finishing the album. And so it's been quite a journey. We started this in 2020. So it's like it feels like really amazing to be able to like tie all the ends together and be like, here it is, finally.
Yay!
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
It's amazing how long it takes to get an album together.
For real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, wait,
Yes.
1 year, 2 year, 3. Oh my God. How many years has it been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's so crazy because like, you know, we started writing it in January of 2020 before we knew, you know, the pandemic was going to hit. And it's just interesting how like so many things have happened between now and then. And how it's like you might have like these grand plans. Because at the time we were like, okay, we're gonna do this double album like this year with
Yeah.
4 tours. That did not happen.
Nope.
It's like too many good things are happening on your plate and you keep having to push writing to the side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
it's interesting too because I think with everything that happened, and then the songs that started happening, we were like, oh, I feel like we need to write another song. And then here's another song. And so the songs that we originally thought were going to be on the album are like getting kind of shuffled around. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, yeah, it's going to be like a really good way to like kind of I think in some ways, like I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's like when you finish like any project, it kind of like gives you perspective where you're like, oh, that's what this thing was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Totally.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the music is just like pouring out of us now because we have like a really set deadline. We're like, we're going to release this fall. And because of that, we're like, plus we're not touring this summer, so that helps, you know. So we've got some free time and incentive, and we're just like, let's get this done. And it's all like all the inspiration's coming like right now, you know.
Love it.
And the yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
Take
it's
advantage of
just
that.
funny. Yeah. It's just funny how that works though, because until there's like a deadline, it's like, oh yeah, you know, like, all right, we gotta like work on the tour or work on like marketing or whatever it is you gotta do because there's like a million different things you have to do as an independent artist these days, like from social media to like, you know, emailing and, you know, packing orders and stuff. And, you know, we're like, all right, our priority right now is just finish this thing.
Yeah.
And it's freaking awesome. So
I
excited.
love I love Pete Russo is saying the best laid plans of mice and pandas. I don't know about
Yes.
y'all, but like I feel like every time I make a plan, like it never actually happens, and I'm okay with that. Like it's always interesting to make a plan and then just kind of see what happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's never what you expect, that's for sure.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, I think it's actually amazing because I feel like I never would have known like 5 years ago that y'all would end up playing in Alice and we would be in
Yeah.
Alice together. And I love that
Mhm.
so much. I'm like, and here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Like
Totally
we
Yeah.
wild.
orbit around each other, and then we eventually just became one.
I know.
Definitely.
And then
Yeah.
we converged.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that so much. I just feel like I love the orbits that happen, you know, in any realm of life, right? Where you're just kind of like orbiting and people are like, "Oh, you should know this person," or "You should know this person." And then eventually because like I remember actually Nuda someone in Seattle from the Mechanismus crew like mentioning you and they were like, "Oh yeah, Nuda's opening the show. You've got to see Nuda."
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was so cool. Like we played that same day.
Yeah.
And, you know, we made sure we were like, okay, we got to check out Nuda.
That is so sweet of you
Yeah.
guys. I
Yeah.
remember meeting you guys too at first. My first impression, I'd be like, "You guys are so sweet. They're so kind."
What
Yeah.
was funny about that show is that we were all really stressed because Steve, our drummer, he like I forget he had something. He's an ER doctor in his other life, and he had some sort of he does these things where he gets hired to like be a doctor for like the LA Rams, you know, like on the sidelines and stuff. So he can't say no to these things, and like when they happen, it just like it's like I got to do it. So he literally flew down like I don't know how he managed it. He flew down and like did this whole thing during the day and then flew back up, you know, to make the gig in Spokane. It was insanity.
I
And so
remember
like
that.
we were in charge of like well, I think like between all the rest of the band, like we tried to like figure out how to set his drums up and we just did not do it. It was like we're like, we have no idea how to do this. It's like even with instructional videos, yeah, that was awesome. But it worked out because he showed up. And
I remember
yeah.
Scott, like you were saying, you were like, how many musicians does it take to set up drums? And you were like,
How many
and the
non-drummers
answer is,
does it take?
and the answer is
Infinite.
negative infinity because it does not exist.
Mhm.
What's funny is that Steve shows up and he just kind of looks at his drums and he's so sweet, but he was just like, okay, guys, like nice try,
Mhm.
good effort.
Oh,
I remember like
Um,
in our show in Spokane, I saw the rice cooker in the green room. I was like, that is a brilliant idea. Who brought this rice cooker? Is it the venues? I thought it was the venue or something. Like, no, it's your guys's.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I knew that. That's my rice cooker. That's right. Just gonna take some. Thank you.
Right? I was like, I'm hungry, but I probably shouldn't take this.
You know, I would have shared. You know, I would have shared. It's so much more
yeah.
fun when you share.
Yeah.
Actually, we had
Um,
such a fun show. It was in Washington, and I can't remember where we were. Maybe Kennewick, but like after the show, it was like the venue owners, another band, like we were all on the sidewalk, like enjoying a slow cooker meal.
Yeah.
mhm.
One of those best tour memories.
Yeah,
Amazing.
was that Houston? 'Cause I remember that
I
for
was
some
in
reason.
Washington. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Almost every night.
So
Um,
we're getting some awesome questions. Someone was asking, oh, Micah was asking, how do you keep yourselves grounded with personal leisure amidst a busy schedule? I love that question.
Mm,
it's
we
a
don't. I'm just
constant
kidding.
challenge, I think.
That's
I
It's
don't
such a
know.
challenge.
yeah.
Yeah.
It I multitask, like when I'm like bouncing stuff down, I'll like switch to another window and I'm like watching a TV show or something. That sort of like relaxes my brain. And then I'll go back to work, or if I'm programming, I do the same thing where it's like there's something in the background, but I'm always sort of working. So it's hard to not work sometimes. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to taking a break. That'll be nice. But
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. I find like I need even just like a few days to disconnect my brain from like the busy brain. Because I'll just be
For
like,
sure.
I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to do something for like 2 days straight before I'm actually like, okay, I'm resting. But it takes
Yeah.
2 days of me
Hmm.
like, what am I doing? I don't know what to do. I have nothing to do. I got to do this. I have to do that. And then after that, I'm usually like in rest mode. And it starts over again.
Yeah. Yeah. Never ending cycle.
Never
I'm
ending cycle.
yeah, it's challenging for sure. I mean, this whole week for me, I was well, okay, so I did something for myself this month. I'm gonna do a nuda thing every day, no matter how big or small it is. And
Oh,
that
I
kind
love
of
that.
kept me in a rhythm. But I also tried to allow myself to relax and just be a ball of mush with my cats on the couch.
That's
At night.
So
amazing.
vital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. Is just to do nothing is important.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
with intention, do nothing. And that's easier said than done. But yeah, it's hard. It's a new game every day, I think. It just depends on
Mhm.
what happens.
Yeah, it's true. Because I feel like most of us are wired to always do something.
Mhm.
And then there's that level of guilt when you're like, I should be doing something, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And like you mentioned,
Hmm.
being independent artists, we're doing everything. So it's almost like
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
can't take a break because, okay, I finished a remix yesterday, but now I need to post a single that I released last week, but it's also upcoming, so I need to make a video of this. And then there's just all this stuff going on. So are we relaxing? I don't know. Our brain is still going.
Yeah. I'm planning for the next thing I got to do usually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it
Sometimes
helps
I
me
Yeah.
to, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I actually had a little spark of worry the other week. I was like, I hope I don't lose myself in just like the busy momentum of doing things, or where like I just forget of why I'm making music in the first place. So
Mhm.
Mm.
it's that was something that worried me. I was like, man, I don't want to just get stuck in this marketing thing of myself all the time. It's like I need to
Yeah.
make sure I go back to actually writing music and get
Yeah.
excited about that. So I
I
think
had
that's the
that
most
Well, it's
exact
important thing to balance.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that exact experience like 2 weeks ago. I was like, what am I doing? all I do is just do social media and photos and like video all day. Like, well, I
Mhm.
haven't written anything in like, a couple months.
Yeah. It's real. It's a
Yeah.
thing.
But I sat down and I finished a whole song. So I think you can
Nice.
just be like, no, no,
Yeah.
we're doing this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you,
Well, some,
Tosh?
well, something that was like a little bit different on this last tour that we did. And it wasn't planned. It just kind of happened that way since Scott and I were driving the van and doing acoustic shows to get us to the Midwest. Like we actually ended up going through these really beautiful national parks. And I love nature, and it was just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like it felt like so relaxing. There's just something about like being in nature, unplugging for like even a moment,
Yeah.
and just like not being plugged into anything at all. So there's something about just staring at landscapes.
Yeah.
True.
It was so
Yeah.
nice. Oh man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Highly
In a
recommend
perfect
it.
world,
Like,
I'm like, I would love to be able to schedule this for the band. Like start the tour off like that and end the tour that way as well.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
these are,
started off,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, like in Sedona or something, and then
Hmm.
just to get out to Albuquerque, and like it was so relaxing. It was like a vacation. And then
Yeah.
we're like, boom, we're on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's that way with tour. Like you are like in this different dimension in a way because it's like sometimes you're in a different time zone, and it's like every single day, you're doing something a little bit different. You're traveling to a different place, and it's a very singular life, and it's amazing. But then like it is an adjustment to transition and come back to like your day to day in your
Yeah.
wherever you
Mhm.
are,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. But we actually had a couple more questions. This is so cool. Marvelite 15 said that they drew Alice as a Marvel hero, and her power through her love of her fans and her music. Ultimate power is called Band Unite. Main song played in battle is electrical. I love that. That's
Oh,
so
That's
cool.
so cool.
That's
That's so
adorable.
cool.
that
Love
sounds
I
like
it.
love
a
that so much.
like a music video almost. That's really
Yes,
cool.
we'd love to see that. Please pass it our way. Please, please.
It's very cute.
That's
Doug is
awesome.
asking, do you think pressure to complete an album would be more, less, better, worse if you were all signed to a label contract? That is an interesting question. What do y'all
Mhm.
think?
Oh my God. I mean, personally, it just depends like on the nature of the label contract.
Mhm.
Some label deals are like, probably more creatively controlling versus others. So, you know, if you were to go with a label, it would be awesome to find one that was like really creatively conducive, that sort of matched the vibe of whatever the project is. So in that
Mhm.
case, I think it might be cool. But for the most part, I hear like a lot of horror stories too. So
Yeah.
people getting locked into contracts where they're like, oh my God, I have to like do another album with the same exact sounding songs. And I just want to get this done and over. And that's like the saddest thing to me when I see a band sort of die out. I've seen that happen, to friends of mine, where it's like their projects will just sort of sizzle out because they're like in these crazy contracts.
Mhm.
So it just totally depends on the nature of what you work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in projects myself that have been on labels and have had friends on both major and indie labels. And yeah, I mean, I guess there's always like pluses and minuses. There's definitely, positives for sure. I don't know. I feel like I always feel like I'm happy where I'm at as long as I'm creative, if that makes sense.
That
Yeah.
You
makes
know?
sense. I'm with that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. To me, I think it's nice working with similar, um, I guess timelines with other creatives. Like for me, because I care, like, oh, this person asked me to have this done. I have the fun pressure to get this done in time, and it's more fun to me
Yeah.
in that
Mhm.
way. But if it was like someone external, like a label saying, "Hey, you gotta get this done," I'd be like, "I don't want to do it anymore."
Yeah.
I don't want to do it because you're telling me to.
I
I'm gonna
know.
do
I'm
the
the same
opposite.
way.
I'm gonna write on this other song.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's probably benefits to it, but I think in this day and age, like finding a label that benefits the artist is different. It's equally challenging in a different way now. Like now
Mm.
everything's so split up and everything's so there isn't just one road to success. It's really hard to find a label that isn't just doing the same stuff any artist can do, so while it would be nice to have someone handling your social media, handling your touring, handling a bunch of stuff that really takes a lot of our time, finding that right label that can actually do that effectively more than you could do and making it worth it is probably just more my concern because I don't
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
exists as much as it used to, and when it used to it was still kind of a scam. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a lot worse right now, I imagine.
yeah.
I think the nice thing about being independent is that like I feel like then you get a really good sense of like kind of everything like from like what you create and you learn as you go. Like I feel like, it's like kind of a trial and error like in terms of like you try different things and maybe sometimes they don't work. And then, but you don't feel bad then because you don't have to recoup anything. I mean, you have your own money that you invest, right? But
Yep.
you're not like, oh my gosh, I'm in all this debt to my label now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that sure didn't work.
Can't do
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I think there's definitely, and plus, I just honestly, it's really amazing to have support. And this is speaking to all y'all who are here with us. Like, we are able to do what we do because of your support. And I think that's amazing. Because I also, like, I love that we've gotten to know so many of our friends in this community over the years. And, like, developed friendships that way. And I feel like it's so inspiring to me to know, like, every CD or every song or every comment like comes from this very heartfelt place. Like somehow y'all found us, out in the ethers of the internets or word of
Yeah.
mouth or whatever it was. Somehow you found us. And you found us not because we had like major support behind us, but you just found us somehow and you resonate with what we're doing. And that's amazing. I just love that we live in this time, in this particular era where you can find music anywhere in the world, and find friends anywhere in the world like that.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. I would like to say that our real label is our fans and our friends and our supporters. And you know, that is like the true way that we are supported. So,
Mm.
we're very lucky to have that. So we love y'all.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so true.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um,
Clint Carney's here. What's up, Clint?
Clint,
What's up?
so happy Clint's here. I'm gonna
Yay!
spill a little bean, not all the beans, but I will spill a little bean
Little
that
bean.
a little tiny bean that
Bean.
Clint is going to be working with us on our next music video. And we're so excited about that. And we'll share more
Yes.
details later, but just dropping a little clue that Clint is going to be creating the next music video for Alice. So
Yes.
very excited.
It's amazing.
So excited. Yeah.
Much excite.
Much
Much excite.
Mhm.
Yes. We have a question from Marvelite 15. If we have any fan ideas for songs, there's a theme song that you could see us covering. Yes, please, by all means. Like we're always open to inspiration for sure. I love that it's a continuous dialogue with all of our people where people are like, have you considered this? And what about this? And that goes for merch items as well. Like when people like request, like somebody requested bandanas a while ago, and we're like, oh, we can do that. So
That's awesome.
it's
Yeah.
very helpful and very welcome. So by all means.
We a while back we had a full on like very like multi-week discussion thread in our Mad Hatter Army Facebook group about cover songs. And we had like a whole like a poll thing and people added like there was like over 100 ideas and everyone got to vote on it. So we'll definitely be looking at that when we go to like work on more cover songs because one of our goals is to do a full cover album as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something that we've been just like, oh my gosh, there's like an ongoing playlist of all the songs that we want to do. It's kind of becoming massive at this point, so I don't think we can cover all of them. But yes,
Like
that's
every
definitely
song.
going to be on every song, all the songs. Gosh, if only we could duplicate ourselves.
Right?
Yeah, but yeah, after we finish As Above, So Below, that will definitely be the next
Yeah.
big thing on deck for sure.
Mhm.
Yes. Um, I getting a couple more questions. Kevin was asking if we're doing some more concert dates. So not anywhere near Des Moines, unfortunately. We're going to be announcing the tour dates hopefully soon. I'm waiting for a couple more cities to firm up all the details, but it's looking like we're going to be doing mostly like South and Southeast states for the fall tour. And Armani is asking if there will be any new merch, and yes, there will definitely be new merch that we are brewing
Mhm.
up. So we'll have the double album, so there'll be that, but there'll be other fun
Kickstarter.
things. Yes, there is going to be a Kickstarter. So
Very ambitious one. It's going to include everything from our music video to like some really special merch items with the double album, plus a vinyl, plus all kinds of fun tiers and like stretch goals and stuff. So that will be coming at you soon. That's launching soon.
yeah, I love doing Kickstarters or being involved with other people's Kickstarters because I feel like it's like the village comes together and makes the thing together because I feel like that's like a way to really share like not just the process but like it feels like you get to build the thing all together. And so yeah, we haven't done one in a while, so I felt like it was time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, friends, I have to get going.
Oh,
All
it's so
right.
good to see
Yeah,
you.
it's
Thanks
good to
Yay.
for
see
popping
you
in.
too. Yeah,
Yes.
it's always nice to see your faces and chat with you guys.
Yes. Thank
Likewise.
Yes,
you. We'll
absolutely.
see
Yay,
you
do that.
soon.
All
Yes. Have
right.
an amazing
Yeah.
time.
All
Thank
right.
Have a
you.
great
Have a good rest of
Yeah.
show.
your stream. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Meow
Thank
you.
meow.
you.
Meow
Meow
meow.
meow. All right. I got to reconfigure this overlay thing because
Oh, yes.
that's fun. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, we lost. Everything gets weird when someone leaves or joins. So
Oh,
fun times.
yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
Byron is asking about Tucson. So we will be in Phoenix. I think that's the only show we're going to be playing in Arizona for the tour. So hopefully you will be able to come and join us in Phoenix. I think it's going to be a really special show. We're going to be playing at Yucca Tap Room, I believe. It's a new one for us and it's all ages, which I love. We're going to be joined by Don't Panic for that particular show. And yeah, I think it's gonna be really great. We always love playing Phoenix, and Arizona in general. Like it feels like home base for sure.
yeah,
But yeah, that
way
will
to
be
go.
our.
I mean, Hazel,
Hi.
you're there, but you're not on the thing because it's all
Oh
messed up.
no.
So I'm fixing it. So
Okay.
everyone
I'll
hold
be right.
your,
I'm gonna go under my computer
yeah,
and see if I can plug this shit in. Hold on.
I love that. So MC Sir Lotus Indigo Knight is saying, the best advice I heard is never forget why you started.
mm,
Yeah, big believer in always remembering the why.
for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's like some really solid wisdom. I've definitely, it carries you through the challenges for sure, but then also reminds you of why things can be so joyful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. we're good to go. We've got you back on here, Hazel.
Hooray.
Hooray.
And for anyone who just joined, we just got Hazel's vocal tracks for a new song we're working on. So
Oh
we're
yeah.
stoked because we got the full mix going and it sounds awesome.
It's so cool.
Yes.
So
Oh.
love it.
DC Stevens asking if you're going to be joined by Don't Panic, will they be bringing the herd of gold with them?
I am not
I'm not
sure.
sure.
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a Don't Panic song, but can certainly ask them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just playing that
Don't
one show
Panic.
with us in Phoenix. So, but we always love playing with them. They're wonderful, amazingly talented. It always makes an amazing show. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Oh, I see Cranial Nerve has joined us. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Good to see you
Cranial
on
Nerve
here.
is joining the chat.
Yay. Yes.
So yeah, Cranial Nerve is Zach Weiss, and he's such an amazing friend of the band, and he helps book shows when we come into the Midwest there. And the last one was so awesome because he helped put together our acoustic show in Des Moines, and it was like totally packed. And I was like, "This is crazy! This is an acoustic show." So thank you.
And also is so creative when it comes to merch ideas. Zach came up with the box, and
Yeah.
has all kinds of amazing ideas as well. So I love the creativity. I love it. It's like I love the pun intended, but very out of the box thinking. So yes, we love Zach.
Mhm.
Yeah, the first show we did with Zach, we collaborated as well with the Bewitched Belly Dance troupe,
Oh
and they've
yeah.
done fire dancing for us, and just he always has this vision of like, I think let's try doing this, and I'm like, let's go for it.
I love that. Someone that expands the experience, you always want people
Yeah.
that add to it, and
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's amazing.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
MC Sir Lotus Indigo Knight is asking who inspires us today. I love that you add that it's today, like
Today.
because I feel yes, that's
That's
a
the bomb question right
I
there.
love it. I love it. Well, Hazel, what inspires you today?
I really like this pop artist called Suburban, and he has a new album out that I wasn't aware of, but it's more shoegaze. Like he was very pop before, and now it's leaning towards shoegaze, and I'm seeing a lot of bands kind of lean in toward that sound now, and I didn't think I was going to like it, and I always am surprised and appreciate an artist more when I don't think I like it on a first pass, but it grows on me and then I end up loving it. That to me is like a great like overall experience that's really inspiring. Like, so yeah, I'm appreciating that album right now. But yeah, and I don't listen to a lot of music because I work in music, and it's like you don't want to go to your job when you're not at your job, So I don't have a lot of artists that I'm like in rotation listening to. So when something sticks out to me, I take note for sure.
What about
How
you,
about you,
Tosh?
Scott? Oh, me.
Oh, yeah, you got
Jinx.
That was funny.
Popcorn.
I asked first.
All right. What am I inspired by? So,
Yeah.
or who inspires me today? So,
Mhm.
this is like a really open-ended question. Because like I feel like that can apply to more than music. So I feel like right now we're in the midst of writing. So I'm like actually listening to a lot of music right now and soaking in as much as possible. So I'm like revisiting some of my personal favorite artists that I feel like are some of the best songwriters, like Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails, to me. Like I'm just going back to my roots, listening to Smashing Pumpkins, Queens of the Stone Age, like even like Nirvana. I'm listening to Depeche Mode, just being really inspired, and actually Pink Floyd, because that is actually playing right into a song we're working on like literally today. So yeah, those are like my favorite all time, some of my favorite all time artists that like I've been listening to for my whole life, you know, and yeah, I mean those, like I feel like songwriting is such an art, you know. Um, so I'm just trying to tap into musical inspiration, and then just like, and then I turn it all off and I just try to write something or make some music that's just, that I feel taps into the same places that like inspires me when I listen to these bands, you know. So,
Yeah.
and that's why I started in the first place. So
Yeah. That's really cool. Now it's
how
your
about you,
turn,
Ty?
Tosh.
Ah, I
Oh,
Oh,
you
think
got
I'm
frozen.
frozen.
oh
I got
no.
frozen.
Oh
Talk,
no.
talk amongst yourselves.
At least you're smiling.
Can you hear me?
We could hear you,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's really
Am I
funny.
still frozen?
It's like choppy.
What a funny picture.
Yeah.
All right, you're better now.
At least, I mean, I feel it's like one of those, okay, so some of my friends are blessed with having like constant amazing singer faces. I am not one of those people. Like I feel like every time I'm captured, it's like my mouth is like this big. I'm like, hi.
So
So at
bad.
least it wasn't in that my singer face.
My God, I feel you.
Um,
Yeah, I've got
so
some
what
good ones as well.
inspires me? I know there's the wall of shame. I do not like the cone of shame.
Wait, you're keeping those pictures somewhere?
Oh, they're on my phone. Yeah,
Oh no.
Oh
I
my
always, yeah.
God.
They're,
Oh my
There's
I'm
some
God.
saving them
treasures.
for a
There's some
really,
treasures.
really, really good day or a really bad day when I'm pissed off at everyone.
You mean blackmail?
Well, I have some stickers of our faces too, so you know, touche.
Yeah, those are some of the ones I'm talking about.
Oh, are they okay? The wall of
Mhm.
shame.
I personally look at these pictures when I'm having a bad day and need a giggle. So
They're
it
pretty
cheers me
funny.
up.
It is
Yes.
pretty funny.
Ah. So inspiration. Oh, somebody actually just asked me how the opera went. I did Deflator Mouse. And I think that was a recent inspiration. Just the music itself was so beautiful. It was written by Strauss. And like I just like the harmonies, the way that the harmonies were interwoven, I thought was so beautiful. And so yeah, and I don't know, there's something about doing live classical music. It's so you're not mic'd. And
Hmm.
so like the singing is all, you have to project over an orchestra. And so you're very embodied. And so the frequencies are really, it feels like it's like you're very you have to be very in tune with the orchestra and the room and the other singers. And so like that experience I think really inspired me because I just felt like I felt like I was swimming in all of the music.
Oh, I love that feeling, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a recent inspiration, and I don't know. There's just nothing like feeling like the live music.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's a more recent one. And I mean, as y'all know, Alice always has harmonies. Like we are choir people,
Choir folks.
choir folks. It's
Choir
true, choir
nerds.
nerds, choir
Mhm.
nerds.
As Scott was like probably found out today.
No,
Yes.
it's so awesome. Like the new song with the final vocal from Hazel, it's like it completed the trifecta where like now there's like this like wall of like, it's like a chorus symphonic sound, and it's just so inspiring. And I'm like, now I hear where this song is gonna go. Like I feel like it's going to be the beginning of another song. So
I love it. I love that idea.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll have to talk about how to make some vocal parts bleed into the next one.
for sure. Yeah,
Yes.
It's
Yes.
been
yeah,
great.
yeah. Some of my favorite, actually, speaking of inspiration, I'm also very inspired by my bandmates right now. So like just want to say that like you all inspire me.
So sweet.
So true. But something like that, like really I love that's always inspired me are like these crazy concept albums where music just sort of blends from one song to the next. Like Pink Floyd did that a lot.
Mhm.
Dream Theater does that. Like a lot of like sort of more progressive band. Tool does that. Like if you
Oh
listen
yeah.
to some of their best albums, that all just sort of interweaves. And yeah, I feel like we're gonna get some of that going on for the new creations.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
I love that idea. It's funny because I had that my next album's a concept album as well, and I'm gonna have lyrics actually in between each one. So it's gonna tell a
Yes,
story.
yeah.
Like a Greek chorus is
Mhm.
gonna come in between each one and tell a story in between the yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So when you said
Very,
that, I was
very,
like,
very
I am
cool.
on that page right
Yes,
now. Let's
yes.
do this.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we are very, very influenced by the conceptual themes. That's definitely been, um, well, definitely the intention for the As Above, So Below journey.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
very influenced by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got asked uh, if about the Rocky Horror Picture Show cover that we did.
Oh wow,
So
yeah.
so that's so cool that you found that. So we were asked a lot of times we'll get asked to do like compilation albums or benefit albums, which we love to be a part of. And this particular benefit was a compilation of a bunch of like Rocky Horror covers.
Mm,
And so we picked those two songs, Going Home and what was the other
mm,
one? Um, what was the other?
Heroes?
Heroes, thank you.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think those will probably go on the cover album because we haven't actually released them on our own. So that would be really cool to compile all the covers that we've done. Because there's been quite a few. Like we did the Perfect Circle hollow cover that I think it would be interesting to kind of put it all together. So
Yeah,
I
we've
didn't
got some
realize you
other
guys
ones.
did that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm like Rocky Horror is one of my favorite films and I want to hear that.
Yes.
I
It
want to
was a
hear
while ago, I think
that. Wow.
2012 maybe.
Gotta hear that.
I can't remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember specifically because like that's when we were first started messing around with like electronic production and stuff like that, you know. So
Cool.
definitely harkens back.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun to do a cover, and then kind of do your own take and then um yeah. And Rocky Horror like had some really good songs. And they asked us, they were like, what songs would you want to do? Sometimes when you're doing compilations, like it's like they kind of it's not really like they assign songs, but usually like a bunch of them get snatched up. But
Mm,
it was really cool to get to pick those two songs. So
Yeah,
that's rad.
yeah.
yeah.
So Jacob is asking, do you guys ever tour around Indiana or if we've been to Logansport? Yeah, we just played in Indianapolis actually. Was it last fall? I think it
Yep.
was last fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super fun show and we loved it. It was awesome. So we will be back for sure. Any place that we've been, I feel like I'm always like, and we loved it and we will be back. I always feel like there's like, I don't know, there's always something really good about a show, even if things go south in some ways, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you have like little moments where you're like, that could have been better. I always feel positive about like the shows that we get to play. So,
Yeah, for sure. And because it's also like a connection with a new area or an area you've been before, and there's even if the show wasn't, there's still that like we were here, we met people, and there's a grace to that. I think that yeah, you can't forget,
Yeah,
no matter
yeah,
where you
yeah,
go.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like it's like no matter how small or large the show or wherever it is, there's always something really special because, you know, I mean, honestly, sometimes when we play places, I don't know when we'll be back. Like we try to hit as many places as we can each tour. I saw somebody was asking about North Carolina, and I am so sad that we can't schedule a North Carolina stop for this tour. I
Mm,
tried so hard. I was like, we just can't like the driving from one place to the other unfortunately can't get us there in time to get us to the festival. So
Oh,
we will have to
Yeah.
catch you next time. But yeah, it is one of those things where you're like, you play a show and you appreciate it for what it is, and hope that you can get back as soon as possible. Scott always says that if we are gonna play a place to try to catch that show, because you never know if we'll be able to get there again.
no,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sweet.
Yes. I'm seeing oh Randy, so good to see you. Randy also loves Dream Theater. I love that.
Nice.
And seeing Annalise, so good to see you. Mavis is asking for Tucson. I am seeing some requests for Tucson and Sedona.
Awesome.
Yes,
Sedona.
yes.
Nice.
Sedona is so
I'd love to go
beautiful.
there.
Definitely
Yeah.
go back there. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Hang
Yeah.
out in the vortices.
Yeah, with the aliens. I need to see the
That's right.
aliens.
They're there.
I know they're there and I want to go meet them.
Marvelite is asking if we've considered collaboration with any YouTube channels of the music industry or with any other independent artists. Actually, we do that quite a bit. I do have a YouTube channel called Unwritten Rules of the Road, where I interview people that are involved in live music, because that's something I'm really, really passionate about. So not just artists, but also people behind the scenes, whether it's promoters or venue owners. And next week, actually, same time, we're going to have Jason Corbett from Actors, and they're headlining on the day that we're playing Absolution Fest. Actors is so amazing. They've toured the world, and Jason's just such an incredible artist and visionary. So I'm super excited to, chat with him. But yeah, on that particular channel, we try to include like all kinds of people, with, the hopes that it can inspire other people, or, at least get people a little bit more educated about what live music is all about.
Mhm.
I encounter people sometimes that have never been to a live show. And
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And so I'm like, have you been to
Mhm.
have you been to a concert? And they're like, no. I'm like, we should change
Yes.
that. Yes, yes. I mean, it's not for everybody. Some people just don't like the crowds and, getting out and about. But I don't know. I think there's something very special and unique about live music and touring. And it's something we've done for a while. So yeah, my long-winded answer is that yes, we absolutely do. And love to, like, we've been included on other channels as well, which is always appreciated. So anytime someone spreads the love, especially as independent artists, it goes a long way, and it means a lot to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed.
Um, Jacob is saying, I've been trying to get to one of your shows, but I don't have a car, and I've been trying to get a car to get to your shows. Oh, I am sorry about that. Gosh, in a perfect world, we could figure out a caravan situation. And maybe that is something that we can figure out. So if there's any of
It
y'all
does
that
exist
have, yeah, that have
on our
any,
Discord.
yeah, yeah, if you're interested in joining our Discord, Scott, if you want to drop the
Yeah.
link to that.
We
There's actually ride
yeah.
shares that happen for our shows, so you can actually like ask if anybody's going to a show.
Yeah, I'll send out an invite for that channel. Yeah, because on our Discord, people will actually sort of say if they're looking for a ride to a show, and then if someone's in the area, like usually like you're able to like have that conversation. So here is the invite. Here we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for um, all of the questions. If there are any last minute questions, please drop them in the chats. We're gonna drop off here in a second and get on to our tea time. For our inner circle, we're going to be sharing the latest demo of the song that Clint is going to be doing a music video for.
Yes,
Yes.
sure. If
And
anyone wants, go ahead.
Check.
oh, go ahead, Scott.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You go. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, I was just gonna say, MC Sir Lotus Indigo Night is saying, I followed you from Instagram. Where do you get the most followers from? Thank you for following us, by the way. Scott, do you
Oh,
know?
okay. So to answer that question, where do we get the most followers from? They come in from everywhere. We have very strong communities on Facebook and Instagram, so we definitely get a lot of love there in terms of social media. But we've just also been touring for a long time, so we've developed like a really grassroots community as well. So it all just sort of coalesces in one way or the other. So but yeah, we appreciate love on any platform because these days, as an artist, it's like the social media thing is helpful to like get people into the worlds, into the communities. So, but I would say join our Discord. That's a great place to meet all the other Mad Hatters uh, and friends and fans of the band. So yes.
Yeah, and I if you're also I was also thinking if you're asking like where people regionally are coming from, honestly, like kind of all over because we've played all over, and sometimes we'll meet people where we haven't played, like all over the world, where they're like, oh, you need to come to Mexico, and we were like, absolutely, we would love to. There's definitely many places on our
Wow,
bucket
yeah.
list that we haven't made it out to yet, but it's very cool to like meet people like all over the world. And I think that's actually kind of what happened for us during our 2020 live streams. For those of you that are new to us, we had 4 tours that were booked in 2020. Obviously, those all had to get put on pause. And we decided to turn them all into virtual tours. And so a lot of the artists that we were going to play with, and we also collaborated with the venues and promoters trying to help raise funds for all the people that were really hit hard during that time. And so we did like a whole series of live streams. And it was really cool because we got to bring in artists from all over the world that we had also played with. Like we've done some shows and tours through the U.S. State Department. So some of the countries that we had been in, we were able to like share some of the artists and their work on these live streams. And so I don't know, it's kind of fun to see like how like the little tendrils will grow where you're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that you were paying attention to this thing that I put out there. And word of mouth to me is very, very powerful. I personally love sharing music with my friends. So I'll be like, oh my gosh, you need to check out this artist and check out this playlist. And so when other people do that for us, it's so cool to see how it just expands that way. So, yes.
Awesome.
Um, so we had a question about what is our favorite childhood show?
Oh.
I liked Batman. Like the dark one. It was pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Yeah. Wow. That's a thinker. Mm. I loved Fraggle Rock. I think that
Yes.
they're asking us to age ourselves as well right now.
Oh, so it could be a childhood show from any era, actually.
Going down to
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. Bum, bum.
I think my current all-time universal favorite show of all time, and probably will always be unless something, no, this is an all-time favorite show is Star Trek.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for
my
sure.
dad
Mhm.
introduced me to Star Trek. We're all Trekkies,
Yeah,
except for Steve. Steve tolerates our nerdiness. I love him
that's
so much.
it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate.
I'm like, you're in a band full of nerds, haha.
Yeah. You're a doctor. You should like the
I
scientific
know,
mumbo
right?
jumbo.
For sure.
But I love that we share a shared love of Star Trek, like in
Yeah.
all universes. Like
Right.
I have never met a Star Trek I didn't love. So
Yes, so
yes,
true. Yeah.
all the Star Treks.
All
I
of
actually
them.
I get very sad when I get to the end of a series because I get so attached to that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there. Yeah, it's amazing. I love Star Trek. I mean, if I we're talking about favorite like TV shows overall, yeah, just the Star Trek franchise for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. I feel
Mhm.
like and like I love when the new ones come out too. What was Lower Decks? Did y'all I don't know, did y'all see Lower
Lower Decks
Decks?
was pretty
The animated
good.
one? Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the new ones weren't like they weren't vibing. I guess I'm a little old and crotchety now, but I was kind of like, those aren't Klingons. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Those are
Okay,
not
if you could,
Klingons.
okay, this is a question for everyone, for fellow Trekkies out there. Like, what species do you think you would want to be in the Star Trek universe?
Oh,
A good question.
oh, that's a great
I
question.
definitely, I mean, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be human,
I know
but
we're so
I would
boring.
say, I know, I'd say like, I feel like Andorian just because I was watching Enterprise recently.
That was
And they,
immediately what I thought. Yeah, Andorian. But that one Andorian, by the guy, Combs, Jeffrey Combs.
yeah,
Yeah,
Tran, yes.
he's kind of like not cool.
Oh, I love
well,
Shran.
he's like,
Shran's my
well, he
favorite.
always plays like sort of a bad character, like sort of
Yeah.
a, not the nicest character.
Yeah, he's kind
Yeah.
of, yeah. He's a true neutral, I think.
Yeah,
But there's an
for sure.
honor, there's an honor. Yes.
There is a
Yes.
Oh,
pride. There is a
Bajor
pride.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Bajoran for
pride.
sure. Yeah, that'd be cool
Oh,
Oh,
to be
Bajorans.
Bajoran.
Yeah,
Bajorans.
Bajorans are
Bajorans are
cool.
pretty
Hmm.
awesome.
Especially
Yes.
with the whole rebellion thing, they got that going
Hmm.
for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I see a Q. Ooh, Q would
Oh,
be very
yeah.
great.
Hello,
Yes.
Q. I want to be a Q.
Yes.
Except they're
Yes.
so miserable. You live for eternity and you're just miserable.
Yeah, he is not happy.
He is not happy. He wants to die, I
Hmm.
think. Doesn't he try to
Oh,
die? He tries to
yeah. And the
die. Like,
yeah.
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 Dude, Star Trek's so epic.
Star Trek.
So
Yes,
good.
I know. Oh, join Trill. I love this.
Ooh, the trill. I don't know about that. These are great answers, though. Who wants a
I
slug in
love
their stomach?
I know. I think that's the quote for the day, Hazel. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, spots are cute. The spots are cute,
Spots
but
are cute,
the
yes.
slug.
But the slug, there is
Mm-mm.
that.
Mm-mm.
So,
What about you,
well,
And me,
Tosh?
oh me, I think
Yeah.
maybe Betazoid. I feel like,
Oh,
mhm.
yeah, you were such a
the
betazoid.
I
Yeah,
feel like the way of the
that makes
empath.
sense.
You were
Yes.
Hmm.
such a betazoid. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Yes. I think if I wasn't a musician, I would totally go down the psychology path because I've always loved the idea of like helping people
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that totally works. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know why, like, but I really like maybe it's just because I have big emotions and and I've always wanted to be calm, but like I would love to be like a Vulcan, and just be
Oh,
chill, like and maybe
yeah.
that's just the desire to like balance out
Hmm.
different personality that I have and maybe there's some shame there and just like, oh, I wish I was just so calm like a Vulcan. Yeah, I would love that and be very in the sciences and studious. I love to learn things, but they also are all messed up with that. So I don't know. Nothing's perfect.
Well, who's your favorite Vulcan?
Oh gosh, my favorite Vulcan. That I mean, I get Spock, I guess. Spock, I guess. I'd have to think
Yes.
about that. Yeah. I mean, how could you answer any other way? I'm trying to think of other Vulcans that
Oh,
his dad's pretty cool.
yeah, Spock is like the OG, just
Yeah.
awesome, so great.
Yeah.
And Leonard Nimoy too, great
Yeah,
as an
definitely.
actor.
Yeah. Eyeshadow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Blue eyeshadow.
All right. Well, should we do the
So
tea time or?
couple questions real quick. Jacob Brantz is asking if you've ever tried to be in movies or anything like that, or tried to make movies. Actually, yes. 13th Hour was a series of music videos that told a whole story. And so we shot a music video and put out a song every full moon for 13 months, which is why it's called 13th Hour. And so that was kind of like tapping into that side of us of wanting to do the storytelling. Clint, who's going to be directing our next music video, is thinking very cinematically, just to drop a little bean hint, that we're thinking very cinematically. We've always loved the medium of the storytelling. And so, yeah, and always fun to collaborate with people who think visually, like the visual storytelling, and I think that's something that we've naturally kind of found other artists that kind of have that same ethos. So, yes, absolutely in that world for sure. I think that's kind of the
amazing,
fun
yeah.
part about, like when you combine different mediums, when you're like, what would this song look like visually? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Paul, yeah.
Oh, and another question was from Amia, which was, how far along are you in making the So Below album? Well, we're actually almost done. We have just like a few more songs left. And then, we're gonna stitch it all together. We have kind of some ideas of how we're gonna weave it. It's gonna be a little bit different than our As Above album. So because we wanted the release to be very unique. Um, so, but yeah, we have just like a few songs left. One that we're going to be sharing on Tea Time, and then one that's almost done. It's like this close. And then probably one more, and then it's done, which is kind of crazy. I think it's kind of, for me, I'm feeling a little bit like nostalgic sadness. Like it's good to be done, but also oh, I'm a little sad that this is done. Like the universe is going to be done. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
it's heavy, yeah.
yeah. But it's always good to complete because it'll leave room for whatever the next chapter is. So, yeah.
Yep. We
Yes.
lost Hazel, or
Oh,
just your video.
oh, are you still there? Oh, I think she dropped off.
No, Hazel dropped off.
Okay.
The screen is totally messed up too.
Oh.
Let me just fix that really quick. But we do have our tea time coming up. No?
Yes, yes. Well,
what weird. Okay, hold on here. Sorry, I'm just fixing this. This looks really messed up right now.
well, it might be
Okay.
time to say goodbye to our friends. If everyone can hear me, I'm not sure if I'm on sound loop. Someone mentioned that, but just wanted to say thank y'all so much for spending the afternoon with us or evening, wherever y'all happen to be. And thank you so much for your love and support, and for being our friends. We really appreciate y'all. So, oh, there is Hazel. Yay!
We got Hazel.
We got the Hazel.
Got the
I
Hazel
can't hear
back.
you. I think we don't have the. Hello, I hear you this much.
This is the best. That's like my favorite thing. It's like I sort of hear you, but sort of not. Or maybe
Yes.
I'm just imagining. Oh, there
Oh,
you
there
go.
you are.
Oh, am I there now?
Yay.
Oh, okay. Let me try something. Hold on. Is that better? Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, there I am.
Hello.
Ooh, I'm loud.
It's a nice sounding mic. It's a good mic.
Thank you. Yeah. I got a new interface, so it's fancy. I've got like a compressor
Nice.
on it and everything.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll have to chat about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm on a sound loop, is what they're saying, Scott. So you will have to say our goodbyes.
Oh,
No. What is
oh
happening?
no. Well, we're going to go off to tea time now. So anyone who's in the inner circle, come on and join us. And thanks so much for hanging out and being a part of our monthly hang, if you will.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
thank you all,
Sending much
and
love. Thank
we'll
you.
talk to you soon.
Bye,
All right.
everyone.